Hi everybody, this is the Prospect Type, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, and welcome back to the Prospect Type, and hopefully you like this video. And hit that subscribe button. So here we're going to talk about what's going on in the Mets action. The minor leagues over the last 2 days, a little behind. I was working really late. But here we go. A.J. Ewing walks it off for Syracuse. These are 2 days worth of action. A.J. Ewing led Syracuse to victory with a walk-off RBI single. Jordan Gieber had a solid outing and a Binghamton loss. Colin Houck his first home run of 2026 in a Brooklyn loss. And St. Lucie took the loss on a day where Elian Pena did not play. The Syracuse Mets defeated the Rochester Red Wings 3-2. They're now 20-15. They've played well. A.J. Ewing went 1 for 5 in RBI. His OPS stayed 87. Nick Morabito went 1 for 4 with a stolen base. His OPS 839. Left fielder in this game, Clifford went 0 for 4. His OPS is 750. Syracuse had their all-prospect outfield playing, and while they only went 2 for 13, Ewing delivered the biggest hit of this day with a single to win the game. After a rough start to the season, Clifford is hitting .286 with 348 on-base percentage, 476 slugging percentage in May, with only 6 strikeouts and 21 at-bats compared to the 34 strikeouts he had and 83 at-bats during April. It's also his first real exposure to play in AAA other than a little cup of coffee last year. He didn't take a little while to adjust. Ryan Lambert pitched an inning, gave up a hit, struck out 3. Jonathan Pintaro pitched an inning, struck out 2. Dylan Ross pitched an inning, struck out 1. These guys were all prospects. They helped them in its bullpen. Back end of the Syracuse bullpen was strong today with the law firm and Lambert, Pintaro, and Ross allowing 1 hit over 3 innings while striking out 6. Lambert has started the season without great control, but is still striking out batters and limiting hits. Gotta get those strikes. The Hartford Yard Goats defeated the Binghamton Rowan Ponies 5-3. Chris Swell went 0 for 2 with runs scored, 2 stolen bases, a walk, and has a 748 OPS. Nick LaRussa went 2 for 4 with a caught stealing, 2 strikeouts, and an OPS of 667. Kevin Parada went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. His OPS is 517. He's pretty much just a minor league player. The Ponies were running today, led by Swiss Army knife Chris Suaro, getting the start in left field and stealing 2 bases from the leadoff spot. Despite this, they could only muster 3 runs while going 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Parada is hitting .136 with a 240 on base percentage, 182 slugging percentage in May. He sucks. Those are sucky numbers. Jordan Gieber pitched 5 innings. That's why you don't make a catch and one back. Gieber pitched 5 innings, gave it 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, a home run. Jeffrey Yan pitched 1 2/3 innings, gave up and had a strikeout. Kevin Gadd struggled, only getting 1 out while walking 3 and allowing a home run. High A Brooklyn Cyclones lost 9-2 to the Bowling Green Hot Rods. Brooklyn is now 7-21. They've gotten off to just a dreadful start. Need to get some infusion of talent there. Antonio Jimenez went 0 for 4 for strikeout. Colin Houck went 1 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs. Davison Gutierrez was designated hitter in this game, went 1 for 3 with a double. Mitch Voigt went 1 for 4. Houck hit his first home run of the 2026 season, but is striking out in nearly 50% of his at-bats and owns a .230 batting average. Sam Biller, after tearing the cover off the ball in St. Lucie, has struggled in Brooklyn but stole his first base this season. Juan Arnold went 1 2/3 innings, gave up a hit, 1 earned run, and 1 strikeout. Jonathan Jimenez has struggled in his introduction to High A, allowing 3 runs or more in every start, and failing to get out of the 5th inning while allowing hitters to tee off at a .322 clip. St. Lucie Mets lost to the Lakeland Flying Tigers 4-1. Second baseman Sam Robinson, who's a draft pick last year, went 1 for 4 with runs scored, 2 strikeouts. Right fielder Ronald Guzman went 0 for 4. His OPS is 907. Brandy D'Olio went 1 for 4 with a double and 3 strikeouts. On the mound, Frank Camarillo pitched 5 innings, gave 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed. 54 of his 77 pitches for strikes. Camarillo, the Mets' 13th round pick in 2025, has allowed 4 home runs in 26 and a third innings while striking out 23. That is way too many. Way too many. Here's a wrap up for Friday's action. Headline: Santucci strikes out 7 in stellar start. Despite the Mets minor league affiliates going 1-3 on Friday, there were some great starts across the organization. Most notable of the bunch was Jonathan Santucci, who went 6 in the third innings, allowing only 1 earned run and striking out 7 batters. Santucci had gotten off to a rough start this year after dominating Double-A in the second half of 2025. However, on Friday night, Santucci was not able to pitch into the 7th inning for the first time. But he was able to hold the opposition to 1 run for the first time. Walks have been a major issue for him this year and are becoming a key area of improvement needed before he debuts in AAA. AAA. They don't have the score here. Oh, here I got part of the score. Okay, here we go. The Rochester Red Wings won 7-5 over the Syracuse Mets. A.J. Ewing went 1 for 4 of a double, a run scored, a walk. Nick Morabito went 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, a run scored, a strikeout. Ryan Clifford went 3 for 5 with a stolen base. His OPS 768. Really done a very solid job. Christian Pache went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. I think this game was on SNY. This game was on SNY on Friday. The Mets trio of offensive prospects all produced solid days, combining for 5 hits and 2 runs scored. Morabito continues to succeed at the AAA level, driving 2 runs with a single in the 5th, and scored an exciting run on a rundown in the first inning. Clifford continues to remain hot with hits in 6 of his last 7 and multi-hits in 3 of his last 4. Jonathan Tom went 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, which is high, 8 strikeouts. Tom produced another solid start, giving up only 2 earned runs over 5 innings. Trouble came in the 6th before being pulled after allowing a leadoff home run and surrendering a walk. While walks continue to be an issue for him, the stuff is there. The Syracuse bullpen struggled behind Tom, giving up 5 earned runs in 4 innings. Both Guzman, that's Carlos Guzman, and Dan Hammer struggled to get outs. Hammer, who had been very reliable at AAA, produced his first multi-run outing of the year. Again, what I mentioned about Jonathan, he's got to get the command of the control. No pun intended. He's been able to do that the last 2 years, but if he has struggles throwing strikes like he did in the beginning of his career in the minor leagues, he's not going to be successful. The Hartford Yard Goats again beat the Binghamton Rome Ponies 4-2. Eli Serrano III went 1 for 4 with a double. Jacob Brown went 1 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs. His OPS is now 724. He got off to a horrendous start. Chris Serrano went 2 for 4 with a run scored, 2 doubles. Ryman, who has gotten off to a slow start in Binghamton, scored his 2nd home run of the year. Suarez and Serrano combined for 3 doubles, and that was it for the Roma Ponies. Very slow day for the offense, producing 4 hits and no walks, just like the big league club. Suarez, despite only hitting 175, raised his OPS to 784 thanks to an outstanding 19 walks in 24 games to go with his 5 home runs. Jonathan Santucci pitched 6 in the 3rd innings, gave 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts. His ERA right now is 4.61. Right-handed pitcher Ben Simon pitched an inning, gave up a hit, 2 runs, and struck out 1. Zach Peak pitched an inning, gave 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, struck out 2. Friday night was a massive step forward for Santucci, especially in the control department. He was scoreless through 6 innings before surrendering a solo homer in the 7th. The Rome Ponies pitchers struggled to keep the ball in the park, allowing 3 home runs, accounting for all 4 Yard Goats runs. Simons gets the loss by not giving up an earned run due to LaRusso's 3rd error of the year. Okay, here is the Brooklyn Cyclones. They went 7-2 against the Bowling Green Hot Rods. Mitch Voigt went 2 for 4 with a double, 4 runs batted in, a stolen base. His OPS is 699. Colin Houck went 2 for 5 with a home run RBI, a run scored. His OPS is 671. That's not bad. Antonio Jimenez playing short went 1 for 5 with runs scored. His OPS is 387. That's not good, obviously. John Bay playing left field, 1 for 5. He's an undrafted player. Hit a home run and RBI. Run scored. His OPS 807. Brooklyn was the lone minor league affiliate to win on Friday, beating top-ranked Bowling Green. It was a big game for a pair of top draft selections. With the 2025 38th overall selection, added a 2-run double in the 6th, knocking in 4 runs. Houck, the 2023 32nd overall selection, added his second home run of the year. The Cyclones produced 6 extra base hits, allowing them to cruise to victory. Channing Austin pitched 4 in the third innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. Gregorio Lewis went 1 2/3 innings, struck out 2. Christopher Gomez pitched 2 innings, struck out 5. In the second game, the Flying Tigers defeated the Mets 11-4. Elian Pena went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Edwin Lantigan went 2 for 4 with 2 walks and a run scored. Randy Guzman went 0 for 4. Chase Meagers went 2 for 4. Jamari Baylor went 1 for 3 for a home run. Pena's rough man continues with another 0 for 4, bringing the first rough patch of his promising career. In May, Pena is now 3 for 27 with only 1 walk over that stretch. The bottom of the order has solid days for St. Lucie with spots 5 through 9, producing 5 hits, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs. Baylor added his first home run of the year. On the mound, Cam Tilley pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave 9 hits, 8 earned runs, and 8 runs overall, and 2 strikeouts. ERA 7.13. Miguel Mejias went 2 innings, struck out 2. Right-handed pitcher Christian Rodriguez pitched in, and he gave 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. This was not a good situation. Cam Tilley didn't play well, didn't pitch well. Has a very high ERA, but he's just getting his feet warm in the minor league, and professionally. So, you let me know what you think about this video, and of course, please subscribe to the Prospect Hut, and I'll see you later.